everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Alright, don't mind me while I shake up my paint. This one hasn't been used in a while, so I'm just giving it a good shake. Grab yourself a nice cool drink or a nice warm drink. Getting situated, sorry here. We are going to be using an iron today. We're going to have fun. We're going to also use some of this Mod Podge, so let me shake that up a little bit too. We're going to play with a napkin. I don't know where this came from, but Dollar Tree has tons of spring napkins. I have a swap I do with people, so I have a whole bunch of napkins. I can't always tell you where they come from. Okay, I need to wet my whistle here for a moment. First thing I want to do, now you can use a towel. I just have a Cricut mat because I make t-shirts, so I'm going to keep that over here to the side, and I am going to just plug this little iron on, or plug it in. And I bought this at Walmart, really inexpensive. I want to say it was probably less than $15. But you can use a regular household iron, or you might have a Cricut Easy Press. That's about the same size as this. So, but this is a really cute and inexpensive iron to grab for crafting purposes. Alright, so I'm just going to put that on my little heat mat, but you can use a towel, folded up towel. We are going to be using this Welcome, galvanized Welcome. We're going to paint that up. I already told you about the napkin, and we are going to be using this house with the grooves in it to accomplish this. So first of all, excuse the sniffles and the cough, because I don't know what else to tell you. Real life here. I don't know why I have the sniffles and the coughs. Probably allergies. So I'm going to try to take one piece of tape on this side and one on the other side and pull my napkin apart. Right? We'll just stick this one right down there for a minute. I need to get this off without ripping the corner. I did rip the corner. It looks like this is a 3-ply, so I am going to go ahead and get the other layer off. So this is probably from like Ross or Target or I don't know, someplace nice. Okay. We gotta take our toggle hanger out of our little roof line here. And mine is pretty dark. You could go ahead and paint that if you wanted to. But I think I'm going to be okay with it because this is so colorful. A little darkness behind it isn't going to hurt it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to paint it. Now, I knew that, I could have sworn I made sure that fit all the way. We're just going to have a little corner of the roof that we'll have to just patch up. But I like that it's going to be a little bit darker on here. And like I said, if you don't want that, paint it behind it. But we are going to go with it, and we're going to put on our Mod Podge right now so we can get that drying. Then we're going to move on to painting. I'm not really good about pouring or putting my brush in the bottle, so let me just get a little on. I love this makeup brush idea. When you are spreading out your Mod Podge, it really gives a nice even coat. So that's what I've been using lately when I put on Mod Podge. And you can use the purple glue stick to get this accomplished as well. I don't know why, I just tend, I'm old school and I just tend to go with the Mod Podge all the time. So let me get this side down. Less is more, but we're going to completely dry this coat before we put our napkin on. So normally if we were going to put our napkin on this, it would have to be wet. But we're going to reactivate this Mod Podge with the iron. Alright, so that is a pretty good coverage. So now I'm going to dry this completely with my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hair dryer. If you would like this heat gun, it's always listed in my Amazon store in the description box below every video. It's like $12 or $13. Love it. Or you could let it naturally dry and go on and do something else while this is drying. But we want to make sure it's completely dry, not tacky. It's got to be completely dry. That's it. Oh, technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I reached over to get my button and to tell you that I'm going to finish drying this off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, we have our iron heating up nicely next to us here. It's doing well. This is dry. It's pretty dry. There's a couple of spots you can see, but that'll be fine as soon. I mean, we're just going to put that aside and let it dry, and that will be fine. So now I want to paint my galvanized welcome. And I'm going to be using moss green. Let me cut off my hanger. I'm hoping, yeah, we don't need that hanger. I'm hoping moss green is going to stand out good on my napkin. I'm going to have this raised up off my surface a little bit. And I'm going to always put a little Waverly Antique Wax. So we're hopefully going to be good to go. This is my vision. You know how sometimes it doesn't come to fruition the way you intended. So we'll see. But my idea is moss green. Hopefully it'll show up nice and bright. And I'm doing the whole thing in it. I'm not coloring in the flowers or the words any different. I'm doing the whole thing in moss green. You might hear my lawn man is next to my window here. If that noise is what you're hearing, is you were wondering. If you were wondering what that noise is you were hearing, how's that? Oh my goodness gracious, right? Oh, well, so I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. And it's been a great day. I slept late this morning. I finished up the pressure washing at my neighbor's house over the weekend, and I really rested up after that all day yesterday and evening, and then I slept in this morning, which was really good. So that was nice. And then I had a call from my daughter for like a 2-hour call. So I'm going to show you this like that, and then I'm just going to move my wet paint thing, and I think I'll just fold it in half and try to dry this a little bit so that we can, ooh, that's a little warm down there, so that we can move on with this project. So I had a 2-hour call. It's nice to talk to my daughter, and to fix that where my tweezers hit it. She lives in Tennessee now, and for the last couple of years, and I miss her horribly. And my only grandchild is in Tennessee, so it was nice to talk to her today for so long and really just sit and catch up. I ended up, you know, like I said, I slept late, and then I had a cup of coffee, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to make myself another cup of coffee, and just enjoyed it totally. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and I don't think I'm going to need another coat, but I am going to go ahead and dry this off camera just to save time, and I'll be right back. Okay, she's all dry, and look at what a beautiful color that is. Like, let's not even pretend that we don't have the napkin, and look at that. That's a beautiful color. Moss, really love that. All right, so we're gonna put that aside, and now we're going to work with our napkin. And I'm just gonna tear off a little piece of my napkin on a different napkin, because we just had one little corner that I don't know, I could have swore that I checked that all out. Well, should have done this off camera too, right? So I just stick 2 pieces of tape on the corner and pull my napkin right off, comes right off. I grabbed both layers on that one this time. Save that tape. Nice little trick I learned somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and line up our, there's a little butterfly down here in the corner. I want that on the corner of my house. But that's why I'm lining it up this way. Okay, because I want that there. But I do want, oh, I gotta get my chimney up there. I do want to put a little piece over here. I have a little corner right where I'm pointing that needs a little piece. So I'm just gonna cut out a little corner here and we'll iron it on. Oopsie. Kind of matching it up. Pressing it down just a little, and I need to get a piece of parchment paper. Stand up and get a piece of parchment paper I forgot about. All right, so we're going to take our parchment paper, and that's going to be our protector from, this is at the end of the roll. We're going to use this to protect our iron, because the glue will go right down. I didn't rip a very big piece of that, did I? So we'll move it all around. So the glue will seep through the napkin, and now we're just going to press like we're ironing, and we're just going to press. Look at that. I need this underneath. Almost forgot. I have a cutting board over here, so I don't want to burn my table. Alright, try this again. So we're just going to press down on our napkin and our Mod Podge all over our house. And I have this on the highest setting, which I don't know how hot that is. It doesn't really tell me, but I know it's hot enough. So this is reactivating our Mod Podge, and this makes it smooth and looks like it came out of the factory this way. All right, let's go over and get our corner over here again. Make sure we get all of our sides, the roof line. It's so much fun. I love to do crafts different, you know? Not the same old boring crafts. Let's move this one over and get our edges on this side. And you would rip off a bigger piece of parchment paper and cover your entire board, your entire surface. And I'm not really pressing down as much as I'm just making sure I'm getting good coverage, good heat. All right, I think, let's put this on the cutting board. This is a white cutting board here. And let me look at this here and see, it looks really, really good. Looks like we got good coverage even on our little corner here. Okay, so now let's turn our iron off so I don't burn myself or anything else in the process. Now we're going to take the little Gator sanding block, also in my Amazon store, and we are just going to sand this napkin right off at the edges, making it look like the factory put this napkin on. Nobody will be able to tell the difference. Any sandpaper or sanding block will do, but I love the Gator because it can get into all of those little nooks and crannies for you. Always brushing away from your project, obviously, because if you go forwards or backwards, you may lift it. You don't want to do that. And the thing about this is you get no wrinkles when you iron it on. None. It's really a cool process. And I am going to take this Gator sanding block down in between the grooves. That's why I chose this board, because I like that it had the shiplap kind of. It's really a piece of paneling. I think that Dollar Tree is getting really smart paneling, and then they cut it into these fun shapes for us. They know we love a good surface, right? All right, and that is our house now. Looks like it came that way. But we want to distress it a little bit, or at least I do. So I'm going to feel for where my little grooves are. I can see them. I'm just going to take this and run down the sides with it. You could use a pencil to get in that groove, or I don't know, anything to get in that little groove. I want those grooves on my project. And where is the next groove? Right here. You can almost see them at the bottom of the board, so you can kind of get started. And then just go right up in the groove. I think there's only 2 grooves on this board, but that's okay. Alright, now I am going to distress mine a little bit because I like mine that distressed look. I like my corners distressed, my chimney, all of it distressed. Alright, now where is my rag? I'm sitting on it. This is what we have. Can you see that? How cute that is? I hope you can. I hope you can. Alright, let's put that away. Now the fun part comes. We're going to take a couple of these little cubes from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to glue those onto a place in the back where they won't be seen. So let's just grab one here, so that this will be our little riser. One there. And I think that's all we're going to do, is one at the top and one at the bottom, because I don't believe we can hide another block. It's too big. Now you could cut them in half if you wanted to, but we'll be good with 2. So once that is nice and glued and not going anywhere, we will put glue on the other side of our little cube and turn it over and press that right down in the middle. Just like so. And I think I'll take a little antique Waverly wax and go around the welcome word. Let's get a little brush. You can use brown paint to get the same effect. You have a paper towel handy already, so we'll just dab, dab, dab. And I'm just going to go around the edges of just the word welcome at the moment. We might change that up and go around the whole thing, but right now I want the word welcome to stand out mostly. Just like that, kind of outlines the word. I'm all about outlining. Every crafter has their thing. Who is the one? Somebody does a lot of stitching. I'm not into the little stitch marks, but every one of us have our own little thing. Alright, I'm just going back over it a little heavier in the places that I feel like it needs to be heavier. Inside the O and inside the C and the E and the W. Alright, I think that's good. I like that. Alright, put this away and I'm going to show you, and then we're going to add our hanger, and then this is going to be a finished project. Okay, I got a little something splattered. Alright, let me hold this up. What do we think? Can you see it? Do you like it? I don't know. I love it in person, but when I'm showing it to you, it feels like it feels like the word kind of disappears. Maybe I need to do that black. Or maybe I should just put the wax all over it. All over the welcome. Let's try that. Let me darken it all up. Whoa, I hear the weed whacker going now, and he just got something out there. Maybe a little darker. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me, guys. A little darker. And you know what, if I had thought about it, I was wondering how this was going to go. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, that my vision was in the moss green, but if I had really known that this was going to be the way, I would have used black. But I'm happy with this. This is good. Covering it up with just a little bit more Antique Waverly wax did the trick. And I really like it that way. Welcome. Alright, everybody. Now we are going to put our hanger back on. And we're not even going to zhuzh up our hanger. We're just putting it simple. Whoop. Go through and stay through. Gotta open that toggle up, I guess. There we go. And now, where is the other hole? Oh yeah, over here in the chimney. In the chimney. Chimney. Alright. There it is. Really cute. There's our back. There's the front. So cute. I might go over the words in black. If you see this picture, and the words are in black, I think I will. I'm going to let you go though for now, because I just don't want to take up all your time. But I think I will go over with a small paintbrush on the word welcome in black. And that, whoopsie, will do it for today's project. I hope you liked that ironing on technique. It's really fun. You can really do lots of different surfaces with it. And yeah, Really, really fun. Go grab yourself one at Walmart, really cheap. I think it was like under $15. But I also use it for iron-ons and stuff like that. Like if you want to iron on something to a plushie, this is a great press for that. All right, everybody, next time you see this, the word welcome will be in black. I hope you loved this as much as I loved making it with you. And make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because we're going to do a giveaway when we get up to 700 subscribers. And the giveaway is a basket or a box full of Dollar Tree goodies. It's going to be a surprise box. And speaking of Dollar Tree goodies, tomorrow is Tuesday Tree Haul, so make sure you stay with us for that. And until I see you the next time, be good and do good. Bye now.